For most students staying inside school, we all have a problem with the scarcity of keke, especially during crucial times, such as when going to mosque, church, or even during exam. We are here at Spark to ask what the problem is. Stay with us. So here we are with the Keke, one of the Keke drivers on campus, and we'll be asking him some questions why he thinks there is scarcity of Keke on campus right now. So this is Esakile Okoinsa.
Lawan no.
Lawan no. Okay, so Daddy kí lẹ rò pé ó fa kí kẹ̀kẹ́ scarce ní on campus, kí lẹ rò bóyá ó fà, cause àwọn hostel tí wọ́n fẹ́ jáde tí wọ́n fẹ́ jáde wọn rí kẹ̀kẹ́ láti jáde, kí lẹ rò bóyá ó fà kí ni ṣé epo ni o àbí kò sí kẹ̀kẹ́ ò tó fún àwọn students tó wà ní on campus.
Number one, tó wáyé pé bí àsìkò yìí ni a rí pé látìgbà táwọn tí student ti parí exam most of them ò sínú wọn sí lára ǹdí. So yẹn náà fà tó yẹ sí pé ní kẹ̀kẹ́ fi reduce, tó yẹ sí pé ní wọ́n bá wà ní park báyìí látàrí pé kò sí student, so many of them wọ́n lọ ṣiṣẹ́ níta títí tí ó fi di pé ní wọ́n resume padà completely, so ìyẹn lè cost yẹ. So irú tí Sunday tí ẹ mention yẹn náà the same thing irú Sunday most of them wá so weekend wọn kì í ṣiṣẹ́ ní ọgbà wọ́n máa lọ síta ní point méjì yẹn onú máa sábà cost yẹ.
Okay, Daddy ẹ sọ pé àwọn èèyàn ò tí ì resume lẹ fi ní kẹ̀kẹ́ fi scarce, but ká tó parí exam àwọn míì ṣì wà tẹ́ pé wọ́n rí kẹ̀kẹ́ láti fi lọ sí faculty wọn láti fi lọ ṣe kínní láti fi lọ láti fi lọ ṣe kọ exam. So èmi wò bóyá ṣé kìí ṣe owó ò tó fún àwọn kẹ̀kẹ́, like ṣé ó cost like 100 naira yẹn ti kéré jù ni o àbí kí ló lè fà, cause even kìí ṣe time tí àwa lọ́lídé yìí nìkan kí lọ́lídé tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ ni àti rí issue yẹn. Sí kílẹ̀ rò bí kílẹ̀ ní láti sọ.
Lórí pọ́ǹtì tẹ sọ ń sìn yẹn, so látara pé ní owó yẹn kéré, so kì í ní rọrùn fún kẹ̀kẹ́ báyìí ó yá sí pé ní tó bá lòdù lọ empty ni ó gbé bọ̀, so ìyẹn ló máa cost pé ní nígbà tí wọ́n bá wà ní class àbí tí wọ́n ń gba lecture tó lè jẹ́ kí kẹ̀kẹ́ kó má ṣiṣẹ́, so ìyẹn máa fà látàrí pé nígbà tí wọ́n ti tún gbé owó lówó epo, so ẹ rí pé tí wọ́n bá lòdì lọ láti páàkì báyìí ọ̀pọ̀ wọn yìí ní rí èrò wá síbí, so òun ló máa ń fà tó yẹ pé ní ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ní jẹ́ sí pé ní ó ń ṣe sọ́ọ̀lẹ̀ á dúró títí tá a fi lòdì mí báyìí ni, èyí tó wá rí bọ̀ ni ó máa jẹ́ bí géènì fún tí ó tún fi kún owó epo tó máa fi ṣiṣẹ́.
Dádó tún ní question kan, àwọn faculties mi wà tẹ́ pé kẹ̀kẹ́ ò kí ń débẹ̀ be like education, be like pharmacy, even arts gan, àti pé tó má tẹ́ fẹ́ máa débẹ̀ wọ́n máa ní pé kí àwọn èèyàn sọ bí 200, 500 àbí kán gbé drop kán gbé odidi mọ́tò yẹn, ṣé ó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe kan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn àbí kò yẹ?
Gẹ́gẹ́ bá a ṣe mọ̀ yín pé ní tó máa pay wọn làwọn sí irú àwọn ibi tẹ́ mention yẹn ẹ̀rí kó jìnnà ju around school compound lọ, so bí ó bá ṣe jìnnà sí yẹn bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ṣe máa lo fuel sí, so ló ń fà tó fi já sí pé ní most of them wọ́n máa sábà scarce nígbà míì látara pé ní ẹgbẹ́ jìnnà. Thank you.
Okay, so Daddy kí lẹ rò bóyá a lè ṣe, kí ni solution, kí ni nǹkan tẹ́ mọ̀ pé ọ̀nà àbáyọ tó máa fi jẹ́ kí kẹ̀kẹ́ máa débi àwọn faculty yìí, kí lẹ rò bóyá a lè ṣe sí tí àwọn ìjọba student government lè ṣe sí àbí anybody lè ṣe sí?
Tí wọ́n lè ṣe sí náà ni pé ní tí wọ́n bá rí àwọn tí wọ́n jẹ́ ọ̀gá àwọn oníkẹ̀kẹ́ tí wọ́n á jọ discuss ṣùgbọ́n bá jọ máa sí lórí ẹ̀.
Ṣé rò bóyá tó ń bá fowó kún kẹ̀kẹ́ yìí náà ṣó máa jẹ́ kí kẹ̀kẹ́ ṣe dáadáa sí, like kí kẹ̀kẹ́ pọ̀ sí káwọn èèyàn máa ṣiṣẹ́ dáadáa, because àwọn míì lè rò bóyá 100 naira yìí kéré jù kí wọ́n á lọ gbéyàn kan lọ àbẹ́ni tí ṣe rò bóyá tó máa fowó kún ó máa change àbí ṣé epo dẹ̀ ni àbí kí lè rò bóyá ó lè help wa generally, kí lè rò bóyá ó lè ṣe.
Èyí tí wọ́n bá fowó kún ní minimum, so orí á tún fi yá fáwọn tó yẹ kí wọ́n ń ṣe sẹ́yìn àwọn dọ́tà rí i pé ní iṣẹ́ táwọn ń ṣe ṣùgbọ́n ní wà mẹ́.
Bó ni ṣe jẹ́ ojoojúmọ́ yìí, mo rí bí kẹ̀kẹ́ ṣe pọ̀ ní páàkì báyìí, ẹ mọ̀ pé àwọn èèyàn máa fẹ́ wá sí mọ́ṣáláṣí ní àwọn hostel yẹn, kí ló dé tí wọ́n wá kí n fẹ́ lọ? Mo mọ̀ pé tí sọ pé wọn kì í fẹ́ dá lọ, ṣùgbọ́n ó yẹ kó mọ̀ pé èrò máa fẹ́ wá sí mọ́ṣáláṣí, àsìkò yẹn gọ́gọ́gọ́gọ́ wà ní àwọn kẹ̀kẹ́ ò kí ń lọ ọ̀nà ọbẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀.
Ní tá a sọ yẹn náà ló ń cost ẹ̀ látàrí pé wọn kì í fẹ́ dà lọ.
Ó yẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀. Kò yẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀.
Ní bẹ́ẹ̀ kì í ṣe pé gbogbo wọn náà ló ń ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ náà. Ẹ rí i pé nínú wa so wọ́n ṣe sọ́ọ́lẹ̀ tó yẹ pé tẹ́ bá dúró sálẹ̀ ńbẹ̀ yẹn, so ẹ rí i pé ní àwọn tó yẹ pé wọ́n tò kalẹ̀ ńbẹ̀ wọ́n lọ gbé àwọn èèyàn.
ẹ ṣe púpọ̀ fún àsìkò yìí. ẹ sà, kí lorúkọ yín àti ipò yín ní Keke association yìí?
Orúkọ mi Fúnṣọ́ Amóyèjì tí gbogbo yẹn wọ́n ní God is good. Mo jẹ́ vice chairman SUB Keke NAPEP University of Ilorin.
ẹ ṣe gan ni sà, ṣe fàkókò yín. So a kò fẹ́ bí yín, I notice pé Keke kò really dé kò sí Keke on campus, like àwọn students tó máa fẹ́ lọ class, tó máa fẹ́ lọ church, tó máa fẹ́ lọ mosque, wọn really rí Keke, especially àwọn tó wà ní beside Moremi yẹn, Atlantic IT, àwọn èèyàn really rí Keke láti dé ibi tí wọ́n bá ń lọ. Kí lẹ rò bóyá ó fa nǹkan báyìí?
Ẹ ṣe gan ẹ̀yin olùkọ́. N tó fà á ni pé epo àwọn kan tí a fi ń lo Keke yàtọ̀ sí epo ìrọ̀lì. Keke gan fún ẹ̀rọ tí wọ́n ju agbára everybody lọ, because Keke kan sìn tí o bá fẹ́ ra 3.750 òní wọ́n tà. So tẹ bá fẹ́ gbé ayápọ̀sí rẹ̀ ó lọ bí almost bí 6 million. Kò sẹ́ni tó lè kàyà pé kò gba Keke 6 million kó wá fi gbèrò 100 naira. So 100 naira yẹn ó ṣòlò báwọn yẹn wà pé àwọn oṣù epo báyìí tó ń ra kan báyìí tó máa gbèrò 100 naira ìbọ̀jú láti wá sí ìgboro. Àwọn táàkàn lè fara dà, so àwọn làwọn àánú school aláàdì maintain pé ó bá ṣiṣẹ́ bó ṣe mọ́ school dọ́wọ́ ti rí ó ṣì rí kan ó lè má tó àmọ́ wọ́n ṣì rí kankan láti máa wọ̀.
So láti ìkọ̀tẹ̀sán ṣe ń sọ pé 100 naira yẹn kéré fún láti jẹ́ ká ṣiṣẹ́, láti jẹ́ káwọn Keke ṣiṣẹ́ ní on campus níbí báyìí.
Ó kéré sister, because tẹ bá lọ kọ́ police it's 150 òun náà ń gbé Keke wọn bẹ́ẹ̀ kò dẹ̀ lọ́fà bíbí ṣe lọ. Ọlẹ́ni náà lágbé láti bí lọ pharmacy, ọlẹ́ni lágbé láti bí lọ ọmọ ẹ̀mí, ọlẹ́ni náà lágbé láti bí lọ bánkìrà, so kò regular, so everything tó bá bó wà equal. Ó ní láìké káwọn èèyàn tó lọ síta because àpò tẹ́lẹ̀ over 200 ní wá tẹ́lẹ̀, àmọ́ wà ló pé gbogbo nǹkan ti wọ́n, so everybody ní òpin wọlé make up ẹ̀, so everybody ó padà síta.
Okay, so that means ẹ sọ pé Keke tó wà long campus sí ó ti reduce, àwọn míì ti lọ sí wọ́n ti lọ ṣiṣẹ́ níta.
As university chairman tí mo jẹ́ ní SUG tí mo wà, Keke tá ní bẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ 70, gbogbo Keke tó wà ní ìwé ló ṣe pé 40. So under another cooperative náà máa náà ṣe ní 70, àwọn tó wà bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ìwé ló ṣe pé 40. So àwọn yẹn ò lè owó yẹn ọ̀lẹ́ everybody ń wò pé káwọn tó ṣàjọ.
So dáàdi, kí lẹ rò bóyá a lè ṣe sí kíní, because ó really affect àwọn students. Ẹlòmíì máa lé exam, ó máa ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ máa rìn lábẹ́ oòrùn. Ẹlòmíì dẹ̀ ní oòrùn yẹn dẹ̀ ti pọ̀ jù. Kí lẹ rò bóyá wọ́n lè ṣe sí tó lé pé àwọn Keke yìí máa padà, àtàwọn tó lọ mosque tó máa fẹ́ kírun máa miss irun. Kí lẹ rò bóyá ó fi jẹ́ kí Keke pọ̀ sí kó lè pé ó lè fi máa tọ́ àwọn students láti máa lọ ibi tí wọ́n bá ń lọ. Kí lẹ rò bóyá a lè ṣe sí?
Ẹnu sí bẹ́ẹ̀ ti béèrè oṣù láì sẹ́ẹ̀dì mosque, àwọn tó lọ mosque a lè ka kó pé Keke ò tó, because tí a bá wo bí abi 20 minutes 10 minutes àwọn yẹn wọ́n ti wá ń sọ́lẹ̀ pé yẹn fẹ́ gbé àwọn tó lọ mosque, àmọ́ àwọn tó lọ mosque wọn ní jáde tó bá kú bí abi 5 minutes 2 minutes everybody máa jáde together, wọ́n fẹ́ máa wá láti rí Keke, kò possible. Keke ò ní gbé jòyè mẹ́rin lọ tó wá kó bí 10 minutes láti jáde, kò sí èèyàn tí ò ní Keke yẹn ti mosque. Ti church everybody wá church Sunday, oríṣiríṣi as a Christian a lọ church, anybody náà ẹlòmíràn fẹ́ ṣe nǹkan, ẹlòmíràn fẹ́ lọ gbọ́ meeting, so everybody jọ Sunday yẹn Keke ò sábà regular, mú dandan pé everybody náà wá jọ Sunday, àmọ́ Monday to Friday tó bá kọ́ fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ bí oní interest àti wá. So pé Keke ò tó yẹn kò sí bí yẹn ṣe wà tí Keke lè access mọ́tò gan, ẹ̀rọ mọ́tò gan tó bá tó tàn kan kó wọn lọ lé èrò máa pọ̀ tí mọ́tò yẹn kò ní pé mọ́tò pọ̀ kò ní pé Keke pọ̀, àmọ́ ẹ̀ẹ̀kan náà ni student máa jáde, ẹ máa ní BSS ẹ máa jáde 6, agric máa jáde 6, sọ́ọ̀sà yẹn máa jáde 6, engineer yẹn máa jáde 6, so tí gbogbo máa jáde papọ̀ kò sí bí Keke ṣe lè wọ́n kẹ́yọ̀ kó Keke 700 débi kò lè tó náà ni kò tó fà á nìyẹn.
Okay sir, ẹ ṣé gan ni sir. Ṣé ẹ ní kankan láti sọ fún anybody, like fún àwọn student àtàwọn kìíní, àwọn government, àwọn student government student?
Ṣé mo ní nǹkan túmọ̀ sí láti sọ òun náà ni pé tí mo lè sọ fún student àti ní Keke àbọ̀ ní sùúrù fúnra wa, because kò sí yóò ṣe òní sí yà àwọn ọmọ táwọn gbé ìwọ̀n tó wa ní àṣọjú orí, so ó Keke gbọ́ ní sùúrù fún, because tó bá lówó ẹ̀ lé àbọ̀ lówó ẹ̀ lọ́mọ, so everybody ní sùúrù ṣá àti student àti oníkẹ̀kẹ́ everybody kí ó mọ̀ sí ìjà tó máa gbé òní security ọ̀la student affair ọ̀la kiri kan tó everybody bá ti ní sùúrù tá a gbọ́ ara ẹ kò ní sí gbogbo èèyàn.
ẹ ṣé gan ni sir, ẹ ṣé fún time mi sir.
mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín so University of Ilorin kò ní bàjẹ́.
ẹ ṣé sir. Good afternoon. Sorry to stop you, sorry to like. I just want to ask sir, why are you checking? Like, I want to ask why you're checking to more. Because it's obvious I guess I'm going to more. Is it because they don't care or just like what to check? So just want to like, is there any specific reason to it?
I just believe that there's a blessing from it when you just trek to the mosque compared to when you just take a care or a transport. Maybe somewhere that is very far, you can take transport.
Same thing applicable to me.
Yeah, also you can make ascars when you're on your way and just like pray. And according to the Quran, in the olden days, there was no transport like this. So we believe that Prophet Muhammad, they also trekked to wherever, and it's advisable to do that because you can do ascars on your way. But if you think you are late, then you have to take.
Thank you so much for your time. Thank you. Good afternoon, brother. Yeah. Sorry, because of Keke. Oh, okay. So, brother, I want to ask now, why are you checking to mosque? Like, is it because of the Keke or like your hostel is close by? And that's why you're checking to?
No, it's Fridays beneficial to trek.
To mosque, or is it because of Ramadan or just like religion belief? Like such stuff.
It's a sunnah.
So thank you so much. No problem. Bye. Sorry, brothers. Good afternoon. Sorry, can you please come together? Good afternoon. Sorry, I just want to ask that why you guys trekking to mosque? Like, is it because of you can't get Keke or is there's a special personal whatever? No. I'm not talking about you not being able to afford Keke fee. Like availability of Keke itself, not you guys. I'm so sorry if that was like offensive.
We get reward when we walk to the mosque.
Oh, okay, like you get rewarded when you work. So it's not Keke issue or anything. Oh, okay, we appreciate. Thank you for your time. Bye. So like right now we can see that Keke are going outside to go and pick people for Jumat prayer. But does it have to be when it's time for prayer? What of those that have to go out before prayer? So right now we are outside, we can see that there are Keke and people going to go, and this is not meant to be so because people are also not going to, people are not just going out for prayers. That's what we see right now. Keke are outside going to pick those who are going to mosque to pray and all. When talking to one of the drivers, they made us to understand that it's until late period, until 9 minutes before prayer time that people come outside. And yeah, this is like few minutes to 2, and that's actually true. We could confirm that Keke are outside right now, but there are not a lot of people outside going to mosque. Is it true that what the man said is true, that okay, it's before 2 o'clock, like maybe 10 minutes, 5 minutes to 2, people will be outside? Because now there are a lot of Keke outside and there is no students going to mosque right now. 15 minutes to 2 o'clock, and right now we can see that there is little to no Keke available for students to journey to the mosque to pray on a Friday afternoon. We can see right now that you can barely see a Keke or more than one to take students, and students are outside looking for how to transport themselves to the mosque, to the school mosque, but Keke is currently not available. So this is the issue we face on ground, on campus, as students living in the school area, and now we are trying to like cover and know what is wrong and how to help and how to provide Keke available for, how to make Keke available for students to walk to get to their various destinations. Good afternoon, sisters. Okay, so like we would like to ask you that why are you checking to mosque? So it's obviously you're going to mosque to pray, right? Okay, so we'd like to ask that why are you checking to mosque?
Because we can't find any empty Keke.
It's very difficult to find Keke around this side, especially when we're going to mosque.
Okay, so these are victims, other victims complain that they are unable to get Keke going to mosque. So why do you think this is so? Do you have any reason why you think that this is so? Most especially people living in this area, students staying in this area.
I don't know. Most times the Keke would have been full before they come to this side, and I feel the Keke, I don't know if they are not available or if there are not enough Keke.
I think probably because of petrol, so they don't have enough petrol to be like plenty around the old school, so they can't go around. So it's any available ones, it's either they are booked or they are full.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you. So this is not meant to be so, because students staying in this area too are students and they have to be catered for. Michael, Kamabioye, Moremi, this students staying in this hostel area, so like they face this problem a lot because they are staying in the end, towards the end of the school, and this is not meant to be so because they are students too and they have places to go.
My name is Asma from the Union of Campus Journalists. Can you introduce yourself, please?
My name is Ojo Victor. popularly addressed as TJ Welfare Secretary Permanent Site Students Union.
So we are here to ask you about the Keke scarcity campus. So we'd like to ask you, do you know about Keke scarcity on campus? Do you know there's been Keke scarcity on campus?
So, like you said now, I believe that the question you are asking me now, that is passing the message across to me, which I can attest to that there is Keke scarcity on campus.
Alright. How do you know?
You just asked me now, and I believe the reason for you asking me is because of problem, and if there's no problem there would have been no reason for.
What if there's a problem and you don't know about it? So it's not about me asking you know about it.
Before you asked me?
Yes.
No, I wasn't aware.
Okay, sir, you are not aware. How do you manage your tourism on campus? You stay in high school, right?
Yes, I stay on
Which
campus.
is Delta.
Stay in Arafat.
Right, so how do you manage your tourism on campus? Do you live within the park Arafat or you go beyond the
I go beyond. Speaking about the Keke scarcity that you are saying, I don't think I have at any point been back and then I don't see Keke. Each time I go to my hostel, or let's say I have a specific place to go to, the only issue that I know that we have about Keke is the issue of hostels that stay at the side of my hostel. That's our thing, so where we don't get to see our Keke that is flying that route, and then we most times have to take drops. And also my faculty, that's the faculty of education, most times we also have to take drops. But then speaking of Keke scarcity to other hostels and places on campus, aside faculty of education and pharmacy, faculty of pharmaceutical sciences, and then hostels that stays at hostels around along Arafat, so I don't think I have noticed any.
Alright, why mentioning Keke scarcity? I meant there's been Keke scarcity. We noticed and we've seen Keke scarcity most times during crucial times such as when people go to Jumat like today, churches on Sunday, and during exam periods. Students find it hard to take in. And when I say students, you mentioned something, you said from park, you don't think you come to park and you don't stay. I'm not talking about from park now. I'm talking about from their hostel to park or whatever the place is. And that's why I said, how do you manage your parenting? Is it only beyond park to Arafat? Or are you going beyond their hostels?
Yes, PS is my jurisdiction, and then even aside PS, my welfareism is beyond PS also too.
So if your welfareism is beyond PS, how come you can only this Keke scarcity for hostels saying Morimi? Do you know Morimi?
Yes, I know Morimi.
So hostels saying
I know
around side.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier, I spoke about each time I go to park and there's Keke. So like you said, that there is Keke scarcity. What I believe, why I would not call it Keke scarcity from hostels to park is because park is like the central. Park is where you are expected to see Keke at every point. What if, as at the time I'm coming out of my hostel, there's no Keke flying the route to my hostel? Would I now say that there's Keke scarcity? I don't know if you get my point. What if coincidentally the time I am coming out of my hostel there is no Keke passing at that particular time? The only reason why I can say, or the only reason why I can say or see that there's Keke scarcity is if I get to park, which is the central place that all of them are expected to load from and drop when they are few or no Keke. But then speaking of scarcity of Keke from hostels to other places on campus, well, it can be due to many reasons. In what sense? Probably most of the Kekes that are working on campus for that is supplying these routes have left due to the hike in petrol and salt. That's one. And then speaking about Keke scarcity during crucial times. Crucial times in what sense? When people go to church in mosque, exam period, I would count that particular period of time as rush hour. And then what happens during rush hours? We all know
We don't know.
You don't know what happens during. Okay, so rush hour is a specific period of time, whereas almost everybody is going to a particular place at a particular time. Hence, can be the reason for scarcity. Everybody is going to CBT at a particular time, and then there are most of the kekes that are going to CBT have taken those that are going to CBT. Or on Friday, when everybody is going to Jumat, we have a larger number of people going through a specific route. That might also cause keke scarcity.
So while you were talking, you said it can mean when I say keke scarcity, it can mean when I came out from house, so like not keke, we cannot call that keke scarcity. And I want you to know before coming to do this interview, because we already had our interview and our survey, and before we could conclude that there is keke scarcity, we said people and students affected. So I'm telling you now that there is keke scarcity. I want you to know that there is keke scarcity. So while you were taking that rush hour, while talking to the vice chairman of Keke SUV, because we already interviewed him, he said that during this period, because like they don't want to like this just go empty like that, like go to hotel area empty and not come back. And they also mentioned about 100 naira being issue.
That's why I spoke about like in petrol.
So what are you doing about it? And this thing is not a common issue, because we were also affected, not quite. We have to trek half of the way before we could see against the rest. So that's why I'm saying that there's and it's happening every Friday, every Sunday, and most times during exam periods.
Okay, so
what's the
welfareism encompasses a lot of things, but then I just want us to understand that first, there are actually some things that is quite within, not like within our jurisdiction, but then there are some things that directly we cannot influence it. We as a student union directly cannot, we don't this question would have been best answered if it were to be that the student union is the one that owns all this keke, and then we are the ones that run this keke. I guess that's when we can directly influence it that okay, there's keke scarcity. How can the student union bring in more keke? But these kekes are owned by private investors, private owners. And like you said, and like I said earlier too, in petrol, most of these keke riders might not be comfortable with the price of the fare, and then most of them would actually leave campus and go outside. We as a student union, yes, we understand that it is our duty to ensure that everybody's welfare is taken care of. But then there's actually some things that are within our reach. If they decide to want to go outside and go and work outside, yes, we should actually also move out and then probably meet with their chairmen or the stakeholders and then play with them on how they can help us mobilize more to come into campus. But then it is still not something that we can directly influence. The highest we can do is to plead with them and then beg them that they mobilize more kekes into campus. But if the private owners of these kekes decide not to work on campus, there's little to what we can do regarding that. So speaking of keke scarcity, like I said earlier, I was not happy. But now speaking of it, I will ensure that in coming times or very, 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 very soon, steps will be taken regarding that. But I just want us to understand that this keke scarcity is not something that we can directly influence. It is not something that is being run by the student union.
Yeah, quite aware of that. Thank you very much for that. So, you said you can't influence it directly. Yes, I know that. But there's something we call indirect. That's why we have you people. You people are our mouthpiece. So we would like you to organize, just a suggestion, organize probably a meeting with the KK people and try to find a solution to this, since you are aware now. And please, back to my question, how do you undo welfareism on campus? Because you are a welfare secretary, you can't undo this alone. For you not to be aware, don't you have someone around, a female probably part of your welfare stakeholder that like that's aware of this and like brings this to the table since it's been a while you've been at office. So do you handle it alone?
No, I don't.
So how come you are?
I have committees of.
How come that's not getting to you?
Because it has been happening. This is not just
This is not-
since last semester.
I'm
Yes.
serious.
For you not to know is
The only one that I've been hearing of and has been rampant is unavailability of Keke to Faculty of Education and Faculty of Pharmaceutical Sciences. But to hostels, it is
also
actually
faculty of arts.
yeah, Faculty
Oh
of
yeah,
Arts.
that brings me to the question. What do you have to say about Keke drivers that refuse to go to some certain faculty, like you said, education, pharmacy, and arts too? Like I said, hostels around that place, they refuse to go to those faculty because they say they'll say except if you pay for a drop. And it's not fair on us because we are students. It's meant to be 100 naira, and imagine you paying 400 naira for something you're supposed to pay 100 naira for. So what do you have to say about that too?
Like I said earlier, I guess I was also the one that spoke about the problem, and that means I am aware of the problem. And then possible solutions are being worked on, and very soon we'll have a possibility after.
Alright, I hope you keep to your words because very soon, it's been a while you've been in office, so it's very soon. Alright, thank you very much for your time.
You can see I'm a victim myself. I brought Keke here just to do an interview, and we are unable to take Keke back to mocks. I'm obviously trekking to mocks too, so I'm a victim myself. We need to find a solution to this. Our SU government need to find a solution to this. Thank you.